What does a computer skill everyone should know? Learn. On Win 10, Windows key plus Shift plus S to create a new snip. Very handy to share just a bit of your screen and quicker than screenshots. This is useful. I'm always snipping stuff. Me too. I work at a circumcision office. I hope you don't do discounts, they're usually a rip-off. How to clean a laptop. If your 3-year-old laptop is reaching 94 degrees Celsius while watching Netflix, it is time to invest like 45 minutes to just clean out the dust. That gave me a much more significant performance increase than that time I downloaded extra RAM. I want to learn how to clean my laptop on the inside, but I'm too scared to break something. There is too much dust in here to take it every time to the technician to clean it. What are your favorite tips on cleaning? However, try looking for a YouTube video on how to disassemble your specific laptop. You might need 1 or 2 screwdrivers and small bowls to keep the beep. Try cleaning with soft brushes and a lot of care. Never force anything. The most dust is always in the fan and everything that the air circulates through. Be especially careful with the thermal paste on the CPU. You might need to gently heat it up before. Try looking for cleaning advice for your specific laptop. And for the beep, don't tighten them too hard, especially when they are just screwed into the plastic. To add to this comment, compressed air is the best option for cleaning. Not all people have an air compressor, but we don't know who's looking cheeky smiley face. How to turn off the startup option on 99% of their programs. Your computer takes forever to start because you have 237 programs trying to boot in the background. It annoys me to no end when I'm asked to work on someone's computer, reboot it, and Spotify of all things is loading its startup, among things like Zoom, and takes forever for me to close it. All Mac users. I have a handful of things at startup: a fan monitoring utility, Dropbox, OneDrive, an antivirus, and Paragon and TFS. All are more lightweight feeling at startup on a Mac than a single instance of Spotify. I intentionally turn off the reopen Windows when logging back in checkbox on any computer I touch. I was surprised to learn that there were people who didn't know Control-F was a thing. Extremely useful for finding a particular word phrase in a large wall of text. I once had a coworker who didn't know this and was surprised on how I could complete certain Excel lists so quickly or find information in them. She always zoomed them up to 300% and then read each column one by one. Rule 1 of Excel. If you're doing it manually, you're doing it wrongly. Except when you're given a PDF of a scanned image and you need to turn it back into a functioning spreadsheet. You must have cruel and powerful enemies. Recognizing phishing attempts. Recognizing any sort of incoming scam. I was pretty proud and surprised a few months ago. I got an email from a pretty legit-looking address, but something about it felt fishy, so I forwarded it to our phishing department. Everything looked good, but the person it was from had literally never asked me to click on a link before, so it got my spidey senses going. The filter always catches that stuff, so I was really surprised that something like that got through, so I fully expected them to tell me it was legit. They replied back almost instantly that it was a test. They'd sent that email to around half of our 50,000 employees, and I was one of only 50 or so that actually forwarded it properly. Over 2,000 people clicked on the link, and another few hundred put their email and password in when prompted. Needless to say, we've had a lot of training on picking out phishing attempts since. Those types of campaigns actually do help, if I recall correctly what I heard from a cyber guy the first no. That's great to know they actually work. If you let me know your username and password, I will give Reddit Gold onto your account for this comment. Yeah, my password is 7. Control plus Shift plus V paste stuff without formatting. Before I discovered this, I pasted stuff into Notepad for 15 years, before pasting it somewhere else. How to Google the solutions to your basic computer problems. I'm the youngest person in my office by about 10 years, and everyone comes to me for IT advice. But all the expertise I have is knowing how to Google the solution, because I don't know beep about computers. I only know how to Google unimportant stuff. Opens Google, types how many dimples are there on a golf ball. Between 300 and 500 usually, with the most common number of dimples being 392. How to use incognito browser. Not only for but to log into an account on a computer that isn't yours so the information isn't saved. Adding to that, if the computer is yours and you are inviting guests who need your computer often, you can set up a guest account for them. I personally use it for preserving my desktop. I personally use it to preserve my dignity. How to not only clear your history, but your cache. This is a requirement before my IT department attempt to resolve an issue. I had a batch script written to clear cache and Java cache that I would send to people to run, before going to support for help on a particular web app that we used. I never had an issue, but some of the users would have one multiple times a week. I wrote the batch script because I was tired of doing it on their PCs. Edit. Here is the script. If everything is installed standard, it should run fine. Copy that into a text editor and save as a bat. Then just double-click to run. Java's xclear cache x no splash run DLL32. xinet cpl. Corporal clear my tracks by process 8 run DLL32. xinet cpl. Corporal clear my tracks by process 2. How to clean their computers, software and hardware. It's amazing how much some of the machines out there are struggling due to dust and unused software. Alt-Tab is your best friend if you want to do anything funny, or it is the quickest way to move from one application to another. How does one have fun with Alt-Tab? Imagine surfing that in a computer class and teacher looming by. I think you mean being sneaky. Being sneaky is fun. How to advance search and reverse image search on Google. Control-Shift-Escape brings up Task Manager immediately, unlike Control-Alt-Delete. Also on Chrome, if you accidentally close a tab, Ctrl+Shift+T will reopen it for you. Continuing to press T would reopen every tab you've closed for that session. Pornhub reopens. How to manage tabs and know when you don't need 50 of them open at once. If you think I bought 32 gigs of RAM for games, you're insane. Touch typing. Especially if your work involves a computer. It vastly improves your experience in writing and drastically reduces your time in typing tasks. Absolutely. And it's fun to amaze children by typing accurately with your eyes closed. I like to maintain eye contact with people whilst typing on the computer. Are you on Microsoft Word and then realize you are typing in all caps? Highlight the text you want changed and press Shift+F3. Control-Shift as cycles through uppercase, lowercase first letter capitalized. Basic Excel for budgeting. I took a class for this. I remember nothing. The easiest way to exit Vim is to restart your computer. In extreme cases, cut the power to your entire building for 10 seconds. In even more extreme cases, the entire substation area. Once I was struggling to shut off Vim. Long story short, my nearest power station has surprisingly lax security. Step 1. Procure reasonably powerful EMP bomb. Some years ago, I was watching my mother input values into a web form. For each field, she went and moved her mouse over the new field she wanted to add info to and then click on it. After a few times of observing